Hello and welcome back to the most creative Brawl Stars YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at more Reddit slop. But before we get into it, I have an important message. Time released his first honest review in the last year, and I believe he's the only other creator to publicly agree with me on a certain point he made. And I kind of want to talk about it because it's been a while. Also, don't correlate anything I'm about to say to his video. I'm saying my own stuff here. It's kind of a useless point, but Brawl Stars seems to have, in some ways, the best, and in other ways, the absolute worst community out there. The best side is the really dedicated people who genuinely love the game, and then the worst side is the people who seem to absolutely hate the game that they play, and or they're just creepy people. That is going to be in every gaming community, but it seems like there's a lot of them in this one. I don't know why, but that, whatever. Point is, in the public sphere of Brawl Stars, the bad side of the community is very vocal, and there's apparently a lot of people. And the thing about that side is that they're completely split in half, meaning no matter what happens with this game, it could be a really good change. Half of the people will absolutely hate it, so no matter what update comes out, it will only get negative feedback. I don't remember the last time I've seen an update that had positive feedback in the last like 3 years. I'm not even kidding. I think every single update has been majority negative feedback. So at what point do we even keep listening to people? I mean, I've already stopped, but doing what I do, where I kind of respond to these things and I talk about this kind of stuff, no matter what I say, it will be wrong. You might notice that half the time I actively disagree with what everybody's like crying about, and then the other half, I completely agree with what the people are crying about, and I start crying myself. But if I were somehow both sides, then I would be complaining at everything. This is an important lesson. Form your own opinion. No matter what you see online or what you hear somebody say, even if it's your favorite YouTuber, form your own opinion. I don't know. I just wanted to ramble about that for 2 minutes, but let's go to the Reddit. Shouldn't she be 50% off because she's the first of her rarity? So I believe what they're talking about is when you unlock like your first legendary, I think they might be 50% off. So in some ways you could say yes, but then also we're getting a mastery event that's going to let everybody in the game unlock her for free. So maybe that's why they're not doing it. What if we got brawler upgrades on legendary star drop? Now, something like this I think would be pretty cool, but I think if they did it, they should do it more like Clash Royale, which is wild to say because it's Clash Royale, but I think Brawl Stars could benefit from an item thing, like just a little inventory that you could have of things that drop from star drops or whatever that you kind of like stock up with, and then you can use them however you want. Because despite all of the changes, it does seem like there's not really enough personal choice in the game. Like there just could be a little bit more, so maybe they can like allocate something into a inventory with items like this that you can just like put on a brawler, like a level or gadget, a star power, just like little items that you can use, whatever it is. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that they could think of. It doesn't even have to be what I just said, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Does Supercell even know how much we hated play again quests? See, this is one of the most tame quests out there, and at the worst, it just makes you play again with bad randoms. I do think this quest would have been better if it was just play the mode 25 times, but well, you know, whatever. I guess playing again 25 times would suck, especially if you forget, and or if your bad randoms keep pressing play again with you, because then you have to back out and reset. One word of advice: if you have any brawlers at like 0 trophies, just play them because you won't have real games. You can probably AFK and still win. Instead of removing masteries, maybe they should rework Star Drop Supercell. Why? Is it just a video of him getting bad rewards? It's a video of bad luck. Bro, I can't. This is under ideas and game feedback. Kaze unlocks speedrun. So I'm actually about to do this. Let's see how fast they get Kaze. So this is under 2 minutes. You get 1,000 credits. Yeah, he's gonna claim everything in the Brawl Pass. I should probably do that too. Oh my gosh, you get a lot in the Brawl Pass. Whoa. I'm gonna try and get my Kaze for free though. I did not even buy this pass, so we'll see if I can do that. But this is kind of, see, this is what we can do in this event as long as he didn't claim the 1K. A lot of us can just get her right off the bat, so cutting the price in half hardly even matters as long as you saved up your stuff like this. And then he's gonna go into masteries. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 minutes of just getting the mastery rewards. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, there it is. Under 2 minutes, and they got Kaze. That's crazy. Here's what's gonna happen. Rare, epic, super rare, super, bruh, come on. I opened these drops and I immediately regretted it because right before Kaze came out, 2 hours before she came out, I got 2 different credit drops. I got a 500 and a 100. Instant regret, because right after this closed, I saw that she was coming out in 2 hours and all that went to fame. That sucked. Kaze is just another chromatic brawler in disguise. Changed my mind. I mean, yeah, you could say that. The chromatics were a little special special when they came out. Like they always had some kind of special ability besides maybe like one or two. The thing is though, I see a lot of people calling for chromatics to just come back, but I don't think it should. I think that was probably one of the worst features in the entire game's history, and I'm not even exaggerating that. I do think it was one of the worst because there were way more chromatics than anybody else. That said, I also don't think Ultra Legendary really needs to exist. I think that they should have just put another rarity in the middle and then made Legendary actually special again, because I don't like it when games decide, oh, our highest rarity is now obsolete, let's just add another one. At that point, I think it's worth considering just removing rarities from the game altogether, because once you start adding more, it kind of defeats the purpose. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. I don't think they're worth having in the game. Supercell can't deny this. Masteries was a way of stocking unclaimed credits as well as the trophy road rewards. They said unclaimed trophy road rewards are going to be auto-claimed. So I think that's the real goal behind these changes. Stop players from stocking up on credits. This means that if you want to have the latest brawler on each brawl pass, you will have to spend money. Right, now this is a pretty valid complaint, and I've seen a lot of creators talking about this too. There should be a way to stock up at least some credits. If they're gonna entirely remove the existing way to stock up on credits, then they probably should add some kind of bank. I don't think that your progression that you gain between brawler releases should just be useless. I don't think that happens in any other game. So why should they do it in this game? It just makes it look weird. I don't even know if they're doing it on purpose, but if they are, that sucks. If they aren't, then maybe they should find a way to fix this. And I think that the way should just be a small credit bank that's like at least 1,000 credits, something like that. Just like even like 500 credits, any amount of a bank of credits that once you exceed that and there's no brawler that you can currently get, it just goes to fame. But then when a brawler comes out, it allows you to allocate that into the brawler if you want to. Even if we can't stock up on as many credits as we could before, it's at least something. We're removing masteries because they didn't perform well. Be honest. Barely anyone play for them. It's a niche feature. I said be honest. We need to move credits into star drops. Thank you. Well, yeah, maybe that is what it is. Who knows, man? But I have to say, I do think masteries were just a YouTube feature and nobody else really cared for them at all. I don't think the majority of players even thought about mastering a brawler. I'm a casual player. I never think about it, even as a creator, because there's too many people already doing it. And it just takes so long for absolutely nothing. You don't need any skill or anything besides time, and I don't like wasting my time in that way, so that's why I never did it. It feels like a waste. But if this new records feature feels like something that's actually rewarding, then maybe I'll actually do it. I've heard that there's quests that are going to be in it, like kill 3 people as Mortis or 1v3 in knockout, that kind of stuff. That seems so fun because it's something that you actually have to do and not just a time investment. It's both, but at least there's like something else besides the time investment. That's what makes me more interested in the new achievements thing. And I've heard that there's going to be like those small quests that are kind of difficult, and then there's going to be the grind, which I'm going to focus on the small quests, and if I have to do the grind, then I probably will quit that, but you know, we'll see. As long as there's these little things that I can do, I'm going to have a lot more fun with it. And since I'm a casual player, I think that what I feel might correlate to the average casual player, at least a little bit, or not. I have no idea. Game name, Clash of Clan. You can actually get gold 3 on a brawler by winning 12 games. That is ridiculous, and I love it. Some people also hate it, and they have valid opinions because those people who hate it are the ones who spent so much time grinding for these masteries for absolutely no reason, bro. They gotta stop doing this where people have like years to do this one thing, and then suddenly everybody else can get it within a week. They gotta stop. It's just not good, man. 6 update concepts. So this is from Code Carnage. I'm gonna link Carnage down below. I'm only gonna look at 3 of them, so if you want to see the last 3, then check it out. This one is a super pad. Like look at the detail in this, bro. Carnage is literally the GOAT. So yeah, super pad, it's like the heal pad, but it gives you your super. Griff's Emporium, where you can trade resources. Supercell would never do this. They would never do it. If they did do this, they would remove it after a year. So you know what? I don't even want to see it. I don't even want the hope. Fast track passes will let you choose and swap to any locked brawler on the Star Road. Oh, yeah, this is what I'm talking about actually. Earlier, I was talking about items. This is an item. They could definitely add items and an inventory to this game. There it is. There's an item. All right, that's only half of them. So yeah, go check this out for yourself. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you think about all of my Yappuccino brawling gaming. Mobile gaming. Wow, we love mobile gaming. All right, see you later.